Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Kai and Trina arrive at the hospital. Kai is out of his sling and admits he's nervous about this press conference, and he doesn't want to disappoint Drew. She tells him he'll be amazing and not to worry about Drew. Jordan and Curtis arrive, and Jordan still can't believe Curtis is giving Drew coverage. Curtis tells Jordan he's going to let Drew think he's won. Jordan says Drew isn't going to stop hating him or blaming him for what he's lost. Curtis knows, and one day soon, Drew's inflated ego will lead him to make a big mistake and cross a line. In Portia's office, Drew gives her pointers on introducing him and reminds her that this is about the kids today. Portia tells him that she's done everything he's wanted, so take the win. He reminds her that he's the one keeping her from paying for the crimes she committed, so stop treating him as an enemy and start treating him as a friend. He leaves, and Portia looks at a file on Drew. Kai and Trina meet with Jordan and Curtis, and Drew soon arrives. Jordan goes to check on Portia, while Drew gives Kai a pep talk. Drew asks Kai about his plans for the future and tells him to consider using his natural charisma as a way to get into politics. Meanwhile, Trina tells Curtis that Kai has faith in Drew, and they know he can't be trusted. She feels she should have warned him. Councilman Ezra Boyle appears and says hello to Drew, noting that this will be a great day for Port Charles. When Curtis sees them together, he tells Trina he knows just what to do about Drew. Curtis approaches Drew, Ezra, and Kai, and asks to borrow Kai. They step away, and Ezra tells Drew he chose wisely picking Kai as a spokesperson, and it's a shame what happened with the Esplanade. Ezra blames Laura's attachment to Sonny for being the reason why they couldn't relocate it. Curtis warns Kai that Drew is not who he thinks he is. Drew will promise him anything to get what he wants, and he won't honor the promises. He asks Kai to be careful. Curtis says this sports initiative with the hospital is a good thing, and not to let Drew get in the way of that for him. Jordan stops by to see Portia in her office, and the doctor is still reading a file on Drew. Jordan admits she's shocked Portia hasn't given this press conference task to Terry, but Portia says this is good for the hospital and she and Curtis are in agreement about her doing this. Portia and Jordan head to the place for the press conference. Portia spots Curtis with Kai and asks Trina what's going on with them. Trina says Curtis is giving him a heads up on Drew. The press conference happens off-screen. Drew tells Kai he was great, and Curtis tells Trina her guy Kai is something. Meanwhile, Ezra is gushing to Portia about how great this is going to be for Port Charles and the hospital. In her room, Carly has a nightmare about the poisoning and wakes up calling Jack's name. Lucas stands in the door and says, "No such luck, it's just me, your baby brother." Lucas lays into Carly for not listening to everyone who has told her to stay away from Brennan. Carly tells him Jack isn't at fault, that Valentin is. Carly says she heard it all from Felicia last night. She says Jack is a gorgeous man who is interested in her, and she wanted to see where it would go. She says it was going great, until it wasn't. Lucas wants to see her happy, but tells her to date someone who won't get her killed, like a dentist. He tells Carly that dating Brennan isn't good for her or her health, and he is one of a long list of people who depend on her and need her around. At Drew's house, Willow tells Nina that she and Drew talked things through, and there is no reason she shouldn't move in here. Willow says she knows what she's doing, and she needs Nina to trust her. Willow explains she is going to reach out to Michael and tell there is no knowing when he'll be home, so they can't live in limbo. Nina again argues that if she moves in with Drew, she will lose her children. Nina says Michael has gone through a life-changing incident, and he's not going to come out of it thinking the world is beautiful. Willow still doesn't think Michael will launch a custody battle, and Drew would never let him take the kids from her. She has to get to Wiley's school for a conference but insists they will be happy here, and everything will be fine. At Alex's office, Christina brings her mom coffee and can see something is wrong. Alexis says it's Valentin. He wants her to represent him, and he wants to be released. That's something she can't do, given he accidentally poisoned Carly, who wasn't his intended victim. Christina asks if he doesn't have a lawyer.